Daniel didn't change all at once. That would have been easier to understand. It started with something small, something easy to ignore. He stopped reacting to things. The TV would go off, and he wouldn't notice. The room would get quiet, and he wouldn't move. He just sat there, perfectly still, like he was listening to something we couldn't hear. At first, I thought he was tired, but the longer I watched him, the more it felt like he was waiting. The first time it really felt wrong was in the kitchen. The light above him flickered slowly. Daniel was sitting at the table, a knife beside his hand, head tilted slightly, eyes empty, not blinking, not breathing, just staring forward. I stood there longer than I should have, waiting for him to react, but he didn't. Then suddenly, the fridge started humming, and Daniel blinked, just once, like something inside him had been interrupted. He turned toward me slowly and said, "Don't let it go quiet." After that, he started whispering things, not to us, not even to himself, just into the air. His lips would barely move, but you could hear it, soft, dry, almost broken. Don't let it go quiet. One night, I got close enough to hear more. He leaned forward slightly and whispered, "She hears better when it's quiet." That's when I noticed it. The way the air around him felt colder, heavier, like something else was standing there, just out of sight. I needed to know if it was real. So I turned everything off, every sound, every distraction. The silence came fast, too fast, like it had been waiting. Then I heard it, dragging, slow, heavy, deliberate, coming from the hallway. I stepped out. The corridor stretched ahead of me, dark, too dark. The door at the end was slightly open, and the floor was covered in scratch marks. Something had been dragged recently. I looked up, and my body locked in place. Daniel was on the ceiling, standing, perfectly still. His head hung downward. That same smile stretched across his face. But he wasn't looking at me. He was looking behind me. I couldn't move. I couldn't turn. Then suddenly, a sound broke through the house. A car passing outside. And just like that, Daniel dropped, back to the floor, standing normally, like nothing had happened. After that night, he started saying a name, Maris, over and over. My mother heard it once, and everything about her changed. She went silent, then walked to the cabinet, pulled out an old photograph. A woman standing in front of the house, her face scratched out completely. "That's Maris," she said. "She lived here before us." "What happened to her?" I asked. My mother hesitated, then said, "She locked herself in a room and stayed completely still. No one heard anything. And when they opened the door, she was gone." My father didn't believe any of it. He confronted Daniel, raised his voice, tried to snap him out of it. And for a moment, it worked. Daniel flinched, looked normal again, until the room went quiet. The second the silence returned, Daniel moved, fast, too fast. His body twisted forward unnaturally, like something pulled him, and he lunged. Not like a person, like something wearing one. After that, we started noticing the marks, scratches on the floor, on the walls, on the doors, circles, but never complete, carved deep, uneven, like whoever made them was losing control while doing it. And inside those circles, symbols, not words, but something close, like something trying to write itself into the world. I set up a camera in his room, didn't tell anyone. That night, I watched the footage. Daniel sat up slowly, turned his head, and looked directly at the camera, even though it was hidden. He smiled and said, "You can watch, but you're still inside." I froze. Then I saw it. In the corner of the room, something else was standing there. Not clear, not fully visible, but it was there, watching. That night, everything went quiet again. The power cut. No lights, no sound, nothing. Then I heard it, scraping, fast. I turned and saw Daniel crawling toward me, his body bent in ways it shouldn't, limbs dragging, knife scraping across the floor, and that smile, wider than before. But this time, he didn't stop. When he finally spoke again, it wasn't his voice. It was older, dry, like it had been unused for a long time. He smiled at me, slowly, and said, "Silence isn't empty." His face twitched, and for a moment, I saw it. Another face, overlapping his, watching through him. By the next morning, Daniel was gone. No signs of escape, no struggle, just one thing left behind. A message scratched into the floor. "I'm not alone anymore. Now. I keep noise running all the time. TV, fan, anything. Because the moment everything stops, I feel it again. The silence, and inside it, something moving. Not just one thing. More. Waiting, listening, and getting closer."